Hello, everybody. James Rink here. It is March 23rd, 2019, and today I have Peter the Insider with us and Jessica Ariel Morocco. So, start off with Jessica. She was she is a interdimensional seer. She channels the Numbers Group, or I guess it's part of the Numbers Group, and she's an Akashic reader. Her website is readingsbyariel.com, and her YouTube website is Jessica Ariel Morocco. Welcome, Jessica. And we also have, of course, Peter the Insider, and Peter's, I guess this is like our 32nd episode together, our show together, 31, 32, somewhere around there. So Peter the Insider works for the ACO, the Alien Contact Intelligence Organization, which is responsible to act as the liaison between humans and ETs. And I guess honestly, I don't even know where you're based out of. You said Area 51 one time, then you said Pine Gap, and maybe.
No, you are not right. I never was based in Area 51. I am visiting Area 51 regularly, but I am in Pine Gap actually. I mean, we are based in Pine Gap in Australia. Yep, okay. Central Australia. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I know people that have actually gone to Pine Gap, the secrecy there is pretty high. It's like similar to Area 51, but the Australian version of it. But okay, so we've got a lot of various topics to go through, and of course we're going to go through some current events. Maybe we'll just, I suppose, Peter, you probably want to share something, maybe an update with Monarch, because I know we were talking yesterday, and you had that website. Would you want to go down that road first, or did you have something else you wanted to bring up?
I don't know. Technically, there are a lot of stuff to talk about. So technically, you choose maybe what should we talk first, because so many stuff is going on that I have no clue where should we start, because I don't want to mess this up.
Well, how about we start with the New Zealand shooter? Are you okay with talking about that topic?
It is not it is not a problem for me to talk about this, but technically, it's not a big deal from my point of view, because I mean, it is a big deal what happened, because it's a tragedy, right?
Yeah, true.
But from my point of view, what happened is not a big deal, because it is consequence of Montauk project, or Project Montauk, call it whatever you like it, in the praxis. I mean, in the reality. This is it. They did what they did, and it wasn't only in US, in northeastern US, and then in some part of I don't know, Africa, Asia. I'm talking about Central Africa, then in former Soviet Union states, they have such a project going on too. They have doing this in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, in Caucasian mountains.
Well, I'm sorry, Peter. You're listing all these locations, and I'm lost. What's going on in these different locations?
No, I'm just telling you that we are talking about Montauk, Project Montauk.
Yeah,
right?
but Montauk's based in Montauk Point, Long Island.
Give me a second. I am talking about this, that technically those projects are very similar to Project Montauk, and the Russians during Soviet Union, they have very similar project like this. It was Project 66. They call it Project 66, and there are many basics like this in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and you know, and of course there are similar stuff in Rwanda, in Zaire, you know, in
Zaire.
Central Africa, yeah, in Central Africa forests, you know, and of course something like that is previous locations it was in Asia, you know, and those are in Central. I mean those Kazakhstans and all kind of the stuff. They are in Asia, and this Zaire, Rwanda, they are in Central Africa, and of course we have such thing in Central Australia here, not far away from Pine Gap. Yeah, so technically, from my point of view, it's not a big deal that they have something like that, right?
So, well, we have something that happened in, there was something in the Netherlands too. There was a shooting there. So you have a shooting over in New Zealand, and there was a shooting in the Netherlands.
But you are talking about shootings. But why do you don't want to talk about the shootings in US, in Canada, and technically in Western Europe too? Why? Tell me.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely all of them. Sure.
Yeah, because technically those things start to happen, I don't know, during last, what, 5, 6, maybe 8, 10 years, because they start to do their pattern. You mean, I mean, realize their pattern, if you want to call it this way, right? That's it.
What is exactly the agenda, the pattern behind this?
Because they want to see how in which percentage, how exactly they can control the intelligent entities mind. And I'm not talking people as a people, right? You cannot talk about this. I'm talking about intelligent entities, because they are considering all intelligent entities as entities. That's the problem, right?
Okay, so Peter, you mentioned that also the Las Vegas shooter was part of this Montauk project, and I guess the goal is to see how they can manipulate these shooters to do their bidding, like total mind control slave or Manchurian.
But it is not only mind control slave. It is something like they are doing what they are doing, and it is you are not you. They are not using mind. They don't need technically to use mind control as a mind control. It is very easy to talk about this brainwashing. Not brainwashing that you are stupid or something, but once you need to be like, I don't know, army ranger in US Army, or I don't know, like SAS, those elite special forces in UK Army, you know, or I don't know, Légion étrangère, you know, for French for foreign legion, that they are banging the pain from your head. So technically, banging. What I mean about under this word, okay, the term, it means that how can I say it? You will be crazy hurt like hell. You will have serious injury. It will hurt like hell.
It'll hurt if you went through the procedure at Montauk that they're doing to people.
No, this is no. Give me a second. I am talking about this. It was, you know, this Milab. You know, CIA started all this, and technically, what they did, it was like, you know, it will hurt like hell, but and you will have serious injury, but
Headache, you mean?
What?
Like a headache? severe
No, no, I'm talking, for example, that some sort of nail will go through your foot, for example. It will hurt like hell in a normal situation, am I right? Yeah, but once your mind will, once pain will be wiped out from your mind, you will just get the nail out of your leg, and it will sound crazy, but it will, you know, still marching and no pain. Of course, your leg will collapse and maybe amputation or something like that, right? But it will serve for the purpose. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because the purpose is that you are the soldier, and they need you to serve as a soldier in the battle, right? I don't know if you are able to get my point. That's it.
So they put some kind of nano inside of these people?
No, I'm talking to brain, to wash the people's brains from the pain. They wiped the pain as a term, as, how can I say it? Like, okay, those neuroelectrical signals, I don't know, you can see. You have eyeballs, you can see. You have ears, you can hear. You have tongue, you can taste. But your brain is, the nerves are transmitting the signal. This hurts like hell. No transmitting, physical transmitting to your brain. I have no pain. I can feel nothing, and this is not. How can I say it? Do you know what I mean? They do not need even to use Montauk project. No, I don't know if you do. You know what I mean? And that's first step. And second step was Montauk project, that they start with this, with with no pain, and they how can I say it? They leveled up. It was zero level, if you want to call it this way, and they then they leveled it up to first, second, third. I don't know which kind of levels, and they get even more and more and more, and that's the stuff I don't know. For example, they want to see, once people want to be entertained, they want to have even crazier and crazier action scenes in action movies, for example, right? Because it will be boring for them. Do you know what I mean? It is something like that, very similar to that.
All right. So this guy, Brenton Terrett, the New Zealand shooter, he went undergo this process where his pain was shut down.
But this is it what I'm talking about.
And so he feels like a euphoria when he goes out there and shoots all these people up.
No. Once again, once you are under this, I don't know how can I describe it correctly. Not because of I cannot describe it in English, but I cannot describe it via words. That's the problem. Because this is something that you will start seeing everything, and this is how can I say it? Those are different different types of processes. Sorry for being incorrect. Once you are in rage, you will see everything in red. Once you are, I don't know, how can I say it? Once you believe that you are unstoppable, you will see everything in kind of, how can I say it? I don't want to say green, but kind of, how can I say it? Kind of, Kind of green, kind of blue, something. Do you know what I mean? It is a very weird color.
Mm-hmm. So he's seeing these colors in his head. So I guess he goes out there and he feels unstoppable. And then what's the goal? I mean, what was going on in his head when he decided, when he snapped? Why was he targeting? I mean, I know he wrote his manifesto, but do you have any information on?
But this is it. It wasn't him. It was their
his handlers.
Their projects. Yeah, yeah.
So the same with this guy from Turkey. His name is Gokman Tanis,
Yeah.
and the one that was in the Netherlands. And it was kind of weird. No one really talked about this. It just happened right around the same time.
Yeah, yeah. So they are seeing, those people are seeing azure color. Some people are seeing, you know, like, how can I say it? A green or blue color. Some people have like, how can I say it? A black, white or something. And those, what I was able to see, because, and this is next level of craziness, because those people, they are doing this, what they are doing, they are able to hijack to the people's mind in this level that actually they are able to see what they are seeing, those people, from their perspective, and they are able to make video footage of this. What are you doing?
I'll just share my screen while you talk. So this guy apparently, what I don't understand is that some listeners who are listening to initial reports as they were unfolding said that 4 subjects were actually apprehended at the scene.
Yeah, and look at this.
And then later on,
I just want to tell you that look how
like this guy, this one here.
Yeah, I just want to tell you that how similar are 3 of them. This shooter from Netherlands, from New Zealand, and Breivik from he's from Norway. Anders Breivik, he's from Norway. This is absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, let's what's the name of the shooter in the Netherlands? Let's see if we can. Oh, there's a shooting in the Netherlands.
That's
Jurek Trump. Turkish man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but technically he is Turkish. He is Turkish, but the stuff is that once he will be bald with no hair, he will be very similar to those another 2.
So you're saying this guy's a clone? They're all clones of each other?
Some sort of.
Huh.
Some sort of. Yes.
Tanis is his name. Gokmen, and last name is Tanis.
Isn't this weird?
Well, what did you say? Gokmen,
Tanis. Gokmen Tanis.
Well, it's coming up with the same one here, but
no, hardly anyone covered this story. I don't know why. I mean, there's tons of stories about what happened in New Zealand.
It is not only in New Zealand; it's all around the world, as I told you. But the problem is that they don't want to inform because their plan is collapsing.
Well, that yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because right after this happened, Australia and New Zealand blocked many social media websites. And we're not just talking about 8chan and Livestream, but we're talking also about Dissenter, Vote, Zero Hedge, which has nothing to do with the crisis. It's like they're cracking down.
Yeah, but technically, they banned from usage the several Facebook and all kind of groups, and they stopped it. But that some sort of members of those groups are they have such a they obtained such a message that the group what they were members of, it violates the rules of this, like Facebook, or I don't know which kind of social media stuff, and that was the problem.
Mm.
Well,
Yes.
people can get arrested if they even show this video.
And it's not just the video. Now it's also the manifesto that he wrote up as well. That can also get you put in jail.
Yes, you are right.
Which is, to me, that just seems like a lot of censorship. So are you suggesting, Peter, that perhaps, I mean, they even did a gun, let's hear, assault weapon ban or some kind of weapons ban too. So is this like problem reaction solution?
But try to think why.
Well,
It is very easy. Why? Right? Because technically they did what they did because they don't want to have people any kind of weapons in those states. I don't know if you fully understand what I'm talking about.
They're trying to do gun control.
Yep. And it is something like that in many states in US, because technically you have federal US, but states inside the US, that it was very normal. I mean, like quite common to people. The people just go down, and you will see. Yes, look at this. You look at this. Video doesn't exist. Go up.
Victims of terror attack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, video doesn't exist. It will not work for you.
Yeah, and YouTube has also they disabled the search feature with by date. So if you wanted to search by the most like the past day or month or week, if you go on there, it's still there, but it doesn't work because they wanted. Yep. They claim that they want to I guess whitewash YouTube of any of the footage. So this goes back to you, Peter. Now I know we've talked about Parkland, and you mentioned that the kid down there was a super soldier that shape-shifted into some kind of lion-like creature that had weapons popping out of his skin. I'm assuming I think that's what you said. And the MIB went down there to wipe all the memories and deleted footage.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Right. But technically, technically, give me a second. I want to tell you the stuff that this is a problem, because many people told me that, especially in US, and people who owned ones respectively, just a little bit good collection, they lose them. They was up to gave up or get rid of them for some, how can I say it, in particular reason. I don't know, in Texas, or I don't know, even in Alaska technically, because it is no zero logic why they want to get in Alaska and get all the guns. And they are gaining guns and taking them from regular people. So technically, and in Switzerland too, because in Europe, only in Switzerland people were able to have, I mean, like semi-automatic and automatic guns. That's the stuff, and they are doing their best to get people unarmed, you know, in all around the world.
And for what agenda?
Try to guess. What will be your best guess about this? Tell me.
Probably like some kind of New World Order agenda, maybe Agenda 21, where they want to depopulate us so we can't defend ourselves.
No, I am talking about the stuff that they will make zombies. I mean, not zombies, but
System. Slaves.
Yeah, technically, because they do not need to use guns. I mean, we normal people, common people will resist, right, with guns. But once they will have no guns, it will be easy stuff for them.
But what's happening in France right now? It's the same thing. The people are supposed to do peaceful protests with the yellow vests, and they're.
But the army, this is not even police. It's army. Yep.
Yeah, and they're shooting people that are losing their eyes. I mean, there's horrible things happening. And they're supposed to be able to protest peacefully, right? Just it should be the right.
Yes, but technically the same stuff is happening in Middle Europe, in Slovakia, Czech Republic, in Hungary, Poland, and they are shooting to normal people with automatic guns. They never had our how can I say it? Our armies never had it for regular weaponry, because our army they are using old guns. What is technical some sort of newer version of classic old style Kalashnikov, right? It is, we are calling it militia, right? I mean, it is normal police in Middle Europe, but it is a heritage from old school, old style militia during communistic era, right? And after like nothing, they have
Sorry, Peter. What's the name of the gun?
Give me a second. It is AK-40, not 47, 74, yeah, and it is like normal stuff from Russian era, right? Look, yeah, but I don't know how is it this possible.
Soviet. It's probably Soviet. That's what you meant.
Yeah, from Soviet. So yeah, and is for nothing, and after a few weeks of nothing, they have all kind of highly advanced US stuff, M4, M5, M6, even M16, and those huge crazy it is like M1 G1 or something. And they told us, they told people that it will take, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. They will have F-16s jet fighters, and they have more than 23 or 24 of them with no singles. In Slovakia, especially Slovakia, our army is crazy. According to the stuff that we have only 5.5 million of inhabitants, such a crazy army. It is totally fucked up, and I will not watch my language. We have Abrams tanks. Where? What? How? We have only old ass Russian tanks.
And you're talking about the military in Australia right now.
No, I am talking about military of Slovakia. This is fucked up, and I will not watch my language. This is fucked up. How is it possible? We never.
There's nothing in the media that talks about what's going on over in the Slovakia and Czechoslovakia or any of that area over there, Bosnia.
Yeah, give me a second. How it is possible? How it is possible that our army was very poor? we even did not get this. I mean, like 2% of GDP for defense, and now we have highly advanced, U.S. stuff. From where? How it is possible?
Right.
We have Humvees. I don't know how many Humvees in use already, right? We have, I don't know, these Abrams tanks. We have 22 or 24 F-16 jet fighters or something. How it is possible? We have Black Hawks, helicopters.
Well, tell us, how is it possible?
That's my question, and the answer is very easy, because Monarch, they technically ruled Slovak, Czech Republic, Poland, help me, Hungary. This is crazy.
So is Slovak giving them money, or are they giving them weapons?
No, the Slovak people, they give them the Slovak land, and they are able to doing their experiments under the Slovak land. And this is the story. I mean, that's the reason why they gave us all kind of the stuff. That's, how can I say, that's the way how Umbrella is paying us. Paying, I mean, paying. If you want to call it this, paying, of course, go ahead and,
All right, so Monarch Solutions is like a private mercenary group that's responsible for a lot of the bad stuff that's going on. Probably, maybe even this Montauk project, or at least works with them.
It is, and it was mentioned in the game Quantum Break. Yeah, you are right.
With Paul Serene running the organization, whose clone is Kevin Spacey, and we've talked about this many times in the past.
Yeah, you were right.
On Super Soldier Talk Show. Do you remember the website that we looked at yesterday? That had
yeah.
What was that? The link.
I am not so sure right now.
Can you look in your history?
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, I just want to mention to the audience members that there were four other subjects that were apprehended at the scene at the New Zealand shooting. And then later on, we don't hear any more reports about this in the media. So maybe Peter, do you have any information what happened to these four other subjects?
What do you mean, subjects or something?
Well, four other people were apprehended. I guess they were working with the shooter. I mean, there was a live stream video on Facebook.
You can use this. You can use this.
Oh,
you can use this.
Where'd you send the link? Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm good to get the link up here.
Peter, is Lithuania involved in any of this?
Who? Can you?
Lithuania.
Who? Tell me.
Lithuania.
Why?
They also included?
Why do you mean Lithuania?
Because the subject came up in another conversation that there's another connection through Lithuania that's also being affected along, in that part of
and you can technically, first one I sent you is the official one you are sharing with people, and that's good that you are sharing it with people. Are you still sharing it? I don't know, James. Are you still here?
I'm here. Yeah, it's loading up my Firefox, even though I had on Opera.
Okay, and so now I send you through Skype the real one, the real Monarch. What is it? Monarch website. People don't believe this, definitely. It is crazy. At least from my point of view, it's crazy. What do you think?
Okay, so monarchts.com Is this? Are you sure this is the one? This doesn't look like the one we looked at yesterday.
No, Monarch Sciences. I sent second link for you.
Oh.
I don't know if you are able to see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see if I can just copy the link in here. Try that instead. So, but this one is Monarch as well. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm telling you that it was first site was only cover site. Like, okay, we are doing this and that. We are good company and all kind of stuff, respectable. We are cooperating with many respectable, world private corporations, and this is real one. Do you know what I mean, real one?
This is a real, like, this website was funded by Monarch Solutions, you think?
Yes.
I mean,
this second one, monarchsciences.com.
Okay, so apparently this is some kind of Godzilla timeline. They think there's some Godzilla monsters. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm looking at. What is this? Exclamation points. These are all different locations of what?
Yeah, you are right.
Are these Monarch? Oh, these are Monarch bases. They're classified, and apparently you said all these are accurate locations.
Yes, I am not telling you. I mean, I am not telling bullshit to you. Those are accurate, absolutely accurate. Yes.
So this one looks like it's under the water, and here's another one. And the ACIO has information on all these bases.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the name of this base?
Give me a second. I need to. No. Here.
You mentioned this one yesterday. Like, this one's super secret.
Yes.
So how about we learn? Why don't you just go ahead and spill the beans, or the cat get out of the bag, so to speak.
Classified, yeah, but classified is not classified as a, like, how can I say it? Like, this is big deal. Do you know what is big deal? Top secret. Because classified is like, okay, you cannot see what you want. We cannot show you everything, but top secret this is big deal. Top secret, yeah, this is it. And in Tennessee, you can go to Tennessee, and this is it with everywhere. Yeah, this is it. And look at this picture, and this picture is actually the one from the street. There is most common UFOs, I think.
So it says here, bright lights in the sky, puzzle citizens of Tennessee, USA. Color scheme consistent with Titanus Mosura's bioluminescent nature. So you're saying that I guess that's the Latin name for this creature, and it's like interdimensional.
Yeah, they're Titans. They're looking for giants. That is what.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Sort of like Bigfoot.
Yeah, but Bigfoot. But try to get Bigfoot, like, if you like to call it this way. Try to look at it as a Bigfoot, but this Bigfoot will be like 3 miles high.
But they're not hairy. Titans aren't hairy. Like Bigfoot. Bigfoot looks like a hairy creature. Titans aren't hairy.
No, I'm just telling you how high he will be.
Yeah.
Possible emergence of the king of the skies. So you think this might be the creature inside this cloud?
Yeah, he likes to be in cloud. No, not he. She likes to be in clouds or something, and she's like serene. And this is absolutely crazy, because try to get it. Those huge veils, they are able. No, don't get it. You get out. So this big. Okay, don't move. These big whales, they are actually singing in some sort of way. It was like sirens in the, you know,
Like during the sailor times when they,
yes, sailor times. And
yeah.
try to get, isn't this so similar to spell serene? So that's technically it what I am talking about, that those stuff, it is not respectively, there are no, how can I say it, no coincidence. It is very weird.
So the sirens would draw the sailors in and then have them crash against, they would kill them or destroy the ship.
Yeah, and technically that's it. That's it what I'm talking about. That it is what? How can I say it? It is the surname Serene. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Serene.
So what is it? Who is she then? Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
This time?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Who she is? Tell me.
I mean, it's either Samyase or Samara or someone like that.
Yeah, Semyase, and she's on this huge, huge mothership, and she's looking from. No, she's Samara, and technically she's. That's the problem. Sometimes it's Samara, sometimes it's Semyase, and it is complicated to get who we are talking about.
Right, because they're similar, but they're sisters, right?
Twins.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit complicated, at least for me. What do you think?
Yeah, look at the feet, the legs. It's like a huge person there.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
That's the creature right there, shaped like that.
Yeah, you are right.
I mean, if this thing's like 2 to 3 miles high, I mean that thing must be really deep. To be
You are absolutely right. Absolutely.
Is that where it resides, in the ocean?
Yeah, deep, in very, very, very deep in the ocean. Yeah, you are right.
Go ahead, Jessica. What are you gonna say?
Well, I was saying that there was we talked about Laos.
I just want to share something with you because people should know this. Where are you? No, on chat. Where is chat? Here is chat. Can you see? How can we? Crap. Okay. Okay. How can we do this?
What,
okay, I got it. No. I want to see the. I want to see some. I want to do something for you. Okay. This. Can you do this for me?
Oh, Simone.
Do you know what is?
Yeah, I sent you this photo. And we talked about this on a previous show. It's Simone.
Yeah, I know, but actually we don't know if is she or not. Do you know why?
Why?
Because technically she's her sibling. She's their sibling.
You mean Semyase's sibling?
Yeah, and that's the problem. We don't know if she's. Can I say it? Sharing the body or not, and try to get that they have, all of them have S on the very first of the name. Samara, Semyase, Simone, doesn't matter.
What about Amara? She doesn't have the S in front.
What?
Amara?
Amara, no, but she's not Amara, right?
No.
Well, there's also Samara from the Ring movie, and you said that she's connected with that group as well.
Yeah, I know that.
But of course, that's just a fictional character, right, Peter, from that Ring movie?
Yeah, I know.
So,
No, the one that when she comes out of
the well,
TV, the well.
the TV, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
so
supposed.
this is definitely crazy because she's looking to Earth, but look at this. Do you know what this panel is in front of her?
Well,
This panel.
there's a poem from the Dalai Lama, or
Yeah,
quote.
and yeah, but do you know what is also? Yeah, it is.
Can you zoom into it? It won't. Oh, wait, there
Yeah,
it
you
is.
are right. Yes, it is a quote from Dalai Lama, as you said, but those can be inverted and encrypted for ancient Sumerians. So all of them, they are super soldiers.
Who's what? This girl's a super soldier, or
She
what do
is
you mean?
super soldier. See, she is super soldier.
But you said all of them. Who are these other them?
That's the problem, because she created the whole army.
Simone did?
Simone, Samara, I don't know, because once again, do you know what is the problem? Same body, different souls, if you want to call them souls, because I don't know if they have souls as souls. Do you know what I mean?
They're not human.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But Peter, she's supposed. I mean, I thought she was a Pleiadian. Aren't they all about love and light and being pacifists? And
But that's the problem. She is Pleiadian from what? From 16 Pleiade. Do you know what I mean, 16 Pleiade or not?
well, that's a new term. What's that? That you never mentioned that before.
12 Pleiades and 16 Pleiades. You never?
So what's the difference between the two?
12th are bad.
Okay. All right.
But technically they were only one. And what's the difference between them? That it was only one Pleiades and was not a big deal, but there was a war, and the peaceful one, they were wiped out to 15 and 16 Pleiades, but 16 we are.
Oh, like another dimension, a dimensional frequency?
No, I'm talking about the ring, because there is Pleiada, right? And they are from 12th ring, and they are from 15, 16 ring, 15 ring. Do you know what I mean? What are you doing?
I could try to look it up, but I guess it probably wouldn't be like on a star map because they're outside of our space-time dimension.
Yeah.
So what is the actual point of what Monarch is doing other than, so these are their fake bodies that they're showing us.
Yeah, but tell me why. So, because look at look at her. Look at her. Isn't she nice? I mean, like physically nice.
Yeah, but so androids look nice. So how does that help anybody?
Because it is like nice kind of person. Once they are doing how can I say it? What they need to do you know?
To manipulate humans.
No. I'm talking about, they need to do what they need to do, how babies can get to world,
But babies lie like they do. Babies are honest.
No. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Do you know what you need to do once you want to have baby,
So they're trying to put on a facade to have children with someone unsuspecting of what they are.
Because they are nice, very intelligent, and very nice physically. No.
Attractive.
Let's call it intelligent, smart, intelligent, nice as a person and physically attractive. Yeah.
But
Yes.
it's a lie. It's like being a spy.
Yes, of course, you are right.
Wouldn't their negative energy be in their aura field and you'll be able to sense it if you're an empath? You would sense these people are not good?
They're
That's
very
the problem. That's the problem, that they can cover themselves very good.
very good. You'll have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you are right.
And,
yeah, very dangerous.
And we should I should mention, at least the audience members who have no idea who Semyase is in this whole group. Semyase is the biological father of Jesus. She's a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, you are right.
So does that mean Simone's hermaphrodite, this whole group, or is it just?
Yeah, yeah, technically you are right. You are right. But, and tell me, I need to ask you something, right? Once we are looking at the picture, what you are able to see on the picture, of course, one young beautiful girl, but what else physically?
Well, she's got this little medallion, this pendant.
Yeah.
That's glowing. And
but
it's
I'm
moving.
talking about appearance. I'm talking about her appearance, and you will get it.
She looks very, very human-like she could blend in.
Yeah, okay, I will tell you. I will tell you. Even it is not so obvious from the picture, she's blonde. So, Nordic. She's Nordic.
So is that the same thing? Oh, you mentioned she's 16D Pleiadian. Now,
yeah.
Is that the same thing as a Nordic? I thought Nordics were
No. Pleiadians 15 and 16 technically that doesn't matter because they inhabit two of those Pleiades. They are good ones. They are trying to infiltrate Nordics in order to broke them, and this is very dangerous mission, I think.
Well, maybe we shouldn't be talking about it if we're going to break her cover.
Megan is supposed to be Nordic too, isn't she?
And that's the problem, because technically they have both of them. They have two sides agents. I don't know if you are able to understand what I'm trying to say.
But you have what, a blonde aspect and a dark-haired, dark-skinned aspect, or is that what you're saying?
No. Two side agents. It means, like, for example, that she looks Nordic, but she's against them, and she's inside, like almost Nordic insider, and something like that is for 15 Pleiades. Do you know what I mean? But they are Nordics. Do you know what I mean? So it is mutual.
No, you're not making. I don't fully understand.
We're lost, Peter.
Yeah.
You said she's a double agent, and then you mentioned something about 15.
No, I am talking that she is kind of double agent, because technically Nordics believe that she is there, but she's not. And technically the stuff is that I am not covering, not blowing her cover, because this is, I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of her physical bodies. So it is pretty much good to talk about this. This is not a big deal.
Are you suggesting she has like an avatar body where she's projecting her consciousness?
No, not avatar body. Hundreds, thousands of avatar bodies. Yep.
These are essentially like android bodies, and then they find what humans find attractive. They create that body, and then they, are able to manipulate people that way. So people look at someone and they shut off their resistance. They think that they're, first of all, young, that it's non-threatening. Two, they're attractive, so now there's a sexual allure, and then they're using all sorts of mental manipulation, and also they're empathic or knowing, so they can know what you're thinking and then tell you exactly what you want to hear. And so they're the perfect love bite type.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, I mean, Peter, he said that these were like the 15, 16D, so they're not going to do all that.
No, I don't. I never thought 15, 16D. I thought that they are from kind of 15, 16D, yes, we can call it 15, 16D, but technically the problem is that everything starts to collapse once the Pleiades as a start system was collapsed and spread it to different types of dimensions. So technically, yes, you are right, like 15, 12, 15, 16, but it was only in one universe, not even on, I don't know, dimensions or something, but it collapsed long time ago. We are talking about how, I don't know how many trillions of years. So long time ago, believe me.
And so what, they've been hanging out in outer space and other dimensions since then?
Yeah.
Traveling around?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what is their goal? What do they want with us?
Right.
With us? Good things.
Yeah, with humanity.
Yeah.
Maybe not you and I specifically. Or maybe, I don't know if you have info on that.
This is the same group that was molesting children, right? In the.
But that's the Monarch group. Oh, wait.
It's the same. Beyonce, it's Samara. Now Simone, I have heard of Simone. I've heard her name multiple times. I didn't know who she was.
But she's supposed to be my twin flame, right, Peter? You said that was my twin flame, my other half. Hello.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right. But the problem is that once she is activated, it's not good idea to approach her. Activate it. You can see. Where is it? Where are you? I'm talking about sleeve. Look at the sleeve. End of the sleeve, yeah, and this is it. No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like, how do I get in? Maybe this.
End of the sleeve.
I'm trying to zoom in. Sorry, it's not letting. Maybe I need to open as if it would, because the Skype thing is not. I was just able to do it earlier.
Yeah, I'm talking about end of the sleeve. This what is it?
This mechanism.
Yeah, mechanism.
It looks like there's two buttons here and some kind of glowing light.
2, 3 or something. I don't know. Yeah, you are right.
Well, it's not letting me. That's dumb. I'm sorry, it's not dumb, but this Skype thing is not cooperating. But so what's the gist behind this? What do you want to explain?
I just want to tell you. All right.
What was she used that to mind control people?
No, she was controlled by someone else. But it is something like femtosuit. She has femtosuit.
Femto, you mean
femto, it is like nano, it's 10 minus 9, pico 10 minus 12, and femto is, help me, femto is what? Femto is 10 minus 15.
All right, and who put this stuff in here? Who's she working for?
That's the reason.
She
don't know.
Well, what about the ACIO? I'm asking you. Do they know? Do you guys know?
Yeah.
Well, can you tell us?
Yeah, not a problem. And that's the reason that she is here to help us in order to destroy all the Monarch stuff.
But that would mean she would be coming after her sister, Semyasin.
And that's the problem. That's the problem, because technically they are using, I don't want to say same body, but how can I say?
The same look?
Once you have twin, but one egg twin. How can I say it correctly? Crap.
Twins that
Those
look alike and twins that don't look alike. You mean like that?
absolutely same, you know. But the problem is that those twins are perfect twins because of this. There is only one thing. There is determined twins. Twins, they have even the same DNA. You cannot determine twins according DNA. But do you know what you are able to determine twins? Via fingerprint. And they have even the fingerprints the same. And that's the big disadvantage, you know.
So then that's dangerous to even have to try to work with them because either one could be tricking you.
So Symbiote could come up to you and say, "I'm Simone."
Right.
No.
No.
Why
not?
You couldn't do that. I mean,
what do you know why? Because Semyase is extremely aggressive via hijacking your mind. How can is it Semyase's telepathic communication is not communication like communication. It is very like you are rough, you are vulgar, you want to attack people. I'm talking like physically or verbally, it doesn't matter. You can see it, you can feel it. And once Simone starts to communicate it with you, it is a normal, kind, dialogical, constructive stuff. I don't know if you are understand what I'm trying to say.
It's her approach.
But why couldn't you're saying that one doesn't act like the other at times, or she wouldn't? If she's going to mimic her, she would try to do exactly how she does it. So how could you tell?
You can. She can't fake it. She can't fake it because it is. How can I say it? Her.
Or Semyase.
It is difference between mindset. Semyase's mindset and Simone's mindset is total different.
When I met Semyase, she acted very nice.
Nope. I mean, yes, she can, but once there will be some serious action, she turns total. I mean, like 180 degrees. Do you know what I mean? And it is definitely so far so good for you that you will be able to escape or maybe defend yourself or against her or something.
And that's why she let Jesus get murdered. Well, he wasn't technically murdered. He was crucified. But he did survive that. Because she's so she allows her children to suffer. So, all right. So, does Simone and Semyase are they actively feuding with each other, or they have some kind of truce agreement, or do you know the dynamics?
No. I just technically I am just telling you how it is, and technically the problem was actually I am talking about it. The actual Semyase was here, and she was people saw her in different locations in Middle Europe, and as I told you, there are these different agendas for Monarch Solutions, MSL, Monarch Solutions Limited. And a very good friend of mine, as I told you many times, John Kuciak was murdered because he found out many different stuff.
Yeah, we talked about him. He was a journalist that got.
Yeah.
What was how you spell it?
No. Ian.
Oh, Ian? Is that it?
No. G like Like jungle.
J. J.
Yep. Yep. And then Kuciak. Yep.
CU. Is it C or K?
Yeah. K.
K.
Yep. Yeah. And he found a lot of stuff about this. He found a lot of stuff about
the
this.
Monarch. He knows where the Monarch bases were, and he was murdered.
Yes, exactly. And he was murdered, and actually he has actually the stuff. A lot of things he was able to determine, and that was a big problem, you know. Yes, the peaceful protests, and they are those peaceful protests. It wasn't like peaceful protests because our police and our army started to shoot to the people, and I mean, there was a reality swap, as in there is a mind swap. You know, there is a reality swap. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how.
What, they did a mass brainwashing on the whole world to erase the memories of the event?
No,
The
I
murder?
am telling you that they actually shoot to the people, yeah, to the crowd, but there were no reports of fatalities, injuries, or something. But the problem is that they sweep out the reality. I am talking to Monarch. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Well, let me just explain to the audience members. So essentially, Jan, he came across some, I guess, photographs of this murder, and these bullets were being teleported, and I guess the police realized what was going on, and he uncovered it. Then he was murdered, and the press accused him of investigating government corruption, but it was actually Monarch, because apparently, like Peter's been saying, Monarch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Slovakia. It's not just the bases, and they're giving them money. Well, maybe money, but they're all giving them weapons.
Yes, and they are highly, highly advanced and the latest American weapons for our Department of Defense. And they never paid for it because technically they have. I don't want to say they have no money, but they are very low on money. They are very low on money, very low. I mean, our Department of Defense, and technically.
Well, look right here. Here's the Prime Minister is offering bundles of euro notes offered as reward for information that leads to the killers of Jan. So maybe the ACIO can collect that.
Yeah, but technically, give me a second. This happened. This actually happened, and those money are printed euros. Euros. It was printed for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and those are money from help me.
It's a printer press.
Yeah, but give me a second. No. Those are real money, but I'm telling that this happened because of Monarch, because they gave the $1 million of euros to government. This is crazy.
So John Kuciak's girlfriend found some messages, and that's what we were talking about is the geomining.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of messages that he left.
Geocaching. This is big difference now.
Geocaching, and he left a bunch of messages that she uncovered and gave to the ACIO. Is that correct, Peter?
Yeah.
So they're going to come after her?
No, she was killed too. You totally.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
and it's because they found that dumb, right?
Look at this. No. Look at this image. Look at this image.
I'm sorry.
No.
Where?
Yes,
right or left?
This image.
This one here?
For this huge place of filled all with people.
That one?
Yeah. This. This, yeah. Look at this, how many people were there. Just open it. Yeah, look at this, how many people were there. Yep.
Okay, so that definitely did not reach the mainstream news here in the U.S., although this is the New York Times. It probably was like the last page of the newspaper. They sort of like the new French Revolution that's going on right now. You won't know that there was a revolution until the whole country's burning, and maybe Wikipedia might put something in there.
Yeah, you are right. Absolutely. And that's the stuff. They were peaceful protests, and the problem is that they start to killing people. I don't know, like hundreds of people. That's the problem, you know. And they never was able. No one was able to see how it was possible. How it was possible that Slovak army they have very old and in bad shape equipment and weaponry, and now they have latest and like pretty much brand new kind of equipment and weaponry, everything. Nobody wants to talk about this.
And so they don't realize what kind of deal they've made, I guess, and the people suffer. Yeah,
you are absolutely right.
Because they're not going to be able to really cancel a contract with Monarch. They're too powerful. I mean, they've already built their base there.
Yes, you are right. Because technically they have their helicopters, they have their jet fighters, they have their cargo planes, they have everything what they need. But it is crazy. We are very small country, only with 5.5 million of people. It is crazy, as I like to say, overkill for army, for equipment, all kind of the stuff for such a small country with such a small amount of inhabitants. And do you know what is crazy? Give me a second. Do you know what is crazy? Look at this. Those are policemen in Slovakia, and now everything was crazy. Like we have overstuff. We need to get rid of policemen and soldiers. It was 1 year ago. Now we need another policeman and another soldiers. This is crazy. What change during 1 year? Are they crazy? They want to have thousands of new policemen and soldiers.
Why? Because they see the others are corrupt? They want to fire the others?
No. I am talking about this, that they have new weaponry, new I don't know, equipment, everything, and they need but there is lack of soldiers. They will be able to handle that.
Oh, I see. So they're getting jobs. So I guess they're advertising it to the public. Oh, look at all these jobs we've created. When reality,
this is what I'm talking about, because people
enslave them.
People, how can I say it? People don't get it absolutely. That how is it possible that everything can Everything can change 180 years per 1 year. It has absolutely zero chance. Absolutely zero chance to make a logical explanation. They have over people. They want to get rid of the people, either police, the army too, and now they want to gain the people, because they have absolutely they need to gain more and more and more.
Okay, I want to ask Jessica a question. Are you okay in time? Because I know you mentioned you had other sessions. I want to be respectful of your time, Jessica.
I'm okay.
All right. All right. We'll continue. So, Peter, is there anything else you want to mention about this? Because I kind of want to get. I mean, we've literally only just gone one question. Oh, we were going on Monarch.
It says,
bring that up.
But I don't want to talk about this. I mean, about any other questions.
oh,
Why? Why? This is our show, and we don't want to get these shows off topic to be off topic. If you want to get show off topic, not a big deal for me. But
Well, we were talking about the Titanus creatures. You want to go back to that?
yeah, but technically, the Titan creatures, they are connected with Simon and those. You know what I'm talking about.
but there are other Titans besides them. There's lots of Titans in history. I wanted to put, can you go back to that John Kuciak picture?
This guy? This one, you mean?
Yeah. What is this resignation of the Prime Minister outcome?
Well, he had to step down.
We have new government. Why?
Is that when this happened? Did that create resignation of the Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Why?
Because people technically, we have people wants to get rid of the how can I say it, of his government. But do you know what is crazy? Once he was prime minister, there was no single side. Once he was in rule, he was ruling the state. It was like, okay, not a big deal. But once the new government end of story. They want to gain more and more and more policemen and soldiers.
On Wikipedia, it says a voice recording surfaced, and this is the reason why he resigned. FICO, this prime minister, said there was a voice recording which resembled his voice, claims that he's raised several million euros undeclared funds for a 2002 election, as well as calling for a parallel financial structure to be created for the financing of somebody's, I don't know, this smears election campaign. Slovak media sources, but FICO dismissed this story as a forgery. So obviously there's a lot more of this corruption than what we're being told, but I'm assuming this parallel financial structure is Monarch.
Yep, you are right. And he called it, I get it from my own head. I mean, I get those money from my own and there is actually very good book from Marek Wagovic. He wrote this book, My Own Head, Moj vlastnou hlavou. It means in Slovak language, vlastnou hlavou. It is this technically that he still refused to explain, FICO, how get his this it is like, I don't know, 60 maybe 70 millions of euros. So this is not like just some 3, 4 or 5 millions of euros. And it happened in 2002. So it's, it's absolutely crazy.
But did this event with John Kuciak trigger the resignation or the
yes,
change?
he triggered resignation, and that was technically the start when new cabinet start to gain everything. Do you know what I mean? Everything. They gain to what? They gain. They started to gain new policemen, new soldiers, everything.
So it sounds like to me nothing has changed with him stepping down. Monarch is still in charge, and I guess
no, you totally don't get it. Monarch, once he steps down, Monarch is even gaining even more and more power.
Well, that's what I just said, Peter. But so do the people in Slovakia want? I mean, well, obviously the people don't want it, but the government, are they trying to stop it? Now that they realize what just happened?
No, definitely. He wants people, how can I say it? It is like, how can I say it? It is like people, they love what Monarch are doing, but it looks like, how can I say, those uh, barons, narco barons in South America. They are real deal mafia, like white collars, and people love them because they are not hooligans on the streets. They are not bandits. No, they are they are doing like good stuff. Do you know what I mean? For people, so people love them, but they do not want, they do not want accept, they do not want to see um, the criminal acts, what they are doing and what they did. That's the problem.
There he is. So
we're taught to respect people in suits, and that they're the ones that are working hard and have the corporations, and the ones that we should try to be like. And
but technically I don't want to blame only FICO. This is not true.
no,
because technically this was ongoing during Iveta Radišová cabinet too. She was from 2010 to 2011. It was 1.5 years, and this still starts in 1998 during Mikuláš Dzurinda cabinet. So it's more than 20 years. It's like 21 years. It is crazy in Slovakia. He's president. Yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy, believe me.
Is anything going to change here, or are we going to still keep seeing the same for a while?
I think the same, or even even worse.
And what about this Titan creature? Is it ever going to show itself in this physical dimension? We're going to say, oh, crap, this thing is these Godzillas are real. What do you think, Peter?
Yeah, but I don't know if people will be able to realize it.
Why?
Because they will oversee it.
How can you oversee it? It's a 3 mile high creature. Monster Zero.
No, because technically, yes, you are right. You will oversee it, but it will. I don't want to say you will oversee it. It's so huge creature, but it will look like a dog for you, like small dog.
Well, how do you figure that? Right here, it just says 521 feet. That's a pretty big dog, not a little dog.
No, you don't get it. I am talking that physically it is big, but it will seems to you very small, like I don't know, 2 feet high dog, or maybe even like smaller. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, so you don't really see, because of the projection of how it shows itself, you won't know the scale. But then there's also the story of the Native Americans in the South American natives. When they saw the ships coming in from Europe, they couldn't see them for some reason. It was like, it's in history where for some reason they couldn't register in their head. They'd never seen anything like it. So they didn't know how to process the information. Is it something like that?
Yeah, you are right.
So we're not going to see things like in the mainstream media, Godzilla is here. It won't never be like that.
Yeah, you are right. Exactly.
Sorry, James.
No, you are right, technically. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's been here that people can't see, and it's hard for them to grasp even some of the things that we talk about. That's there, and I've seen it, and other people have seen it, but not everybody can see it. So they create an illusion.
Which kind of things? Tell me.
a lot of interdimensional stuff that happens. Like I said, I met Semyase, but maybe other people didn't see it. Or I met number 15, but maybe other people didn't see it.
Yeah,
So
that's true. But it means people doesn't see it because they don't want to see it.
Oh, this thing's got wings. Are you sure this is not some kind of dragon?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, bad news bears.
The website just... Okay.
It is always bad. Yeah, believe
I
me.
don't know. Not all dragons are bad, are they?
Nope, but most of them.
So what about this Titan creature? You think she's bad?
Nope.
So it'd probably be better to be friends with this dragon creature than the people over here at Monarch.
But it is bad in a way how they are misusing it. I'm talking Monarch.
Monarch has their ear, is talking to them.
Yep.
Is this Titanus Masura?
Yep.
Missouri.
It looks like the Mothman or something, right? Mothra?
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. There's the cryptid profile in all of them. So, people say, well, the Mothman isn't real. And it's like, they have these comments about it, but some people were actually communicating quite a bit with them.
And Peter, have you been able to access these civilian operative files? Do you have the ID?
Yes, of course, but technically I don't want to make this plan crash.
Okay, good idea. All right, we already clicked on that. I think we've looked at all these already. The only ones that
All the ones that are not unclassified.
I already clicked on that one. Oh, here's some in here. Africa. You said there was one in Zaire and Democratic. Well, you didn't say Congo, but I don't see anything on here from those places. Maybe they don't have all the bases, I guess. We already looked at that one.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you want to comment about this?
No, I think that we are pretty much good to stop technically all the session because, or the update if you want to call it this way, because
but what about, let's go back to the New Zealand shooter. So who were these other 4 people at the site that they apprehended? We never answered that. Do you know who the other people were involved with Britain?
That's the stuff. All of them, they are from Montauk project.
So that would mean, because the police took 17 minutes to show up and the police station's 2 kilometers away. So I'm not 2 kilometers. Get that right.
So, yeah.
So that you would think they would have been able to show up a little bit quicker. So the question is,
quicker, like 2 minutes.
Are they in on all this? Do they want this to happen?
Yep.
Okay. And so they also wanted a way to ban all these websites too.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And so what do you think the outcome of all this is going to be looking into the future timeline? Do you see a backlash against this?
As I told you, they want to stop people to have weapons.
I know, but that's their goal. But what do you think is actually going to happen? Do you think it'll be a reverse movement be put in place to stop them? Or
I don't know, to be perfectly honest.
Okay. And do you have any idea on what John, is his name John Podesta?
Yeah.
If I got that right. Do you know why he was in New Zealand at the time of the event? Was he involved in this in any way?
As I told you, it will be like he was part of the Montauk project and he did what he did on the purpose, and the purpose was, the result is good for them.
Right.
For them.
Do you want to go over the sightings of the Umbrella Corporation car? Do you want to mention that?
I think that we will we will leave it for next update.
So you want to do another interview like another 2 or 3 days from now? We can do part 2. Everybody's tired. I know we actually been on here for 2 hours before you got here, Peter, because we were troubleshooting some things. So this is like our 4th hour. So I think I'm in agreement with everybody that we're gonna call it quits, and I think the listeners probably had enough too. I guess but I got some really good questions here, and I definitely want to bring you back, and you too, Jessica. And I'd like to actually get some more feedback about a lot of this stuff too, because I know we really haven't had much time to go into all that. But anyway, so thank you, Peter. Do you still have your website over? What's it, Peter?
No, it is not working right now.
Are you gonna try to get that working soon, or is
Yep.
Again? Okay. And again, Jessica, why don't you plug in your website?
Sure. My website is www.readingsbyariel.com. That's ARAEL.com. And you can reach me by email that way. And also my YouTube channel is Jessica Ariel Morocco.
All right. And I do want to mention, first, if people contact me to contact you, Peter, do you have like a website, or I mean, you got this other website? Do you have another way people can contact you, or you just don't want?
No, not like that.
No. Okay. I had to ask because some people want to get in contact with you. Maybe in the future something can be arranged, but the time being, no. But I do want so my website is supersoldiertalk.com for those people who don't know. So go check that out. We had some new blog posts on there. I just did a channel session with Jessica of my future self. So check that one out. And there's some other ones, some Milabs stories. If you have a Milabs story, send me an email and I can publish that. And also be sure to please visit neologicaltech.com to support the work I do. I need the money from that helps pay for this show, and I need to get some more equipment, maybe some new software, because as you can see, we ran out of money, and I can't afford to pay for the Zoom bill this month. So, but anyway, we'll get that. I'm sure we'll get that figured out soon enough. Like Monarch, we're operating on a skeleton budget here. But other than that, that's it. Also, be sure to subscribe. YouTube has demonetized my channel, so hopefully they're not changing the view counts, or I don't know how actually the majority of my listeners find us, but they're still listening, so that's good. So thank you, listeners, and please subscribe, and hopefully you still get the updates. And thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Peter. Anybody else want to comment? Anything else?
I think that we are good to go.
Okay. All right.
We'll just keep moving forward, James.
Please consider supporting Super Soldier Talk by purchasing your own Neo Meditation device. Your Neo Meditation device will help you reduce stress, integrate trauma, enhance intuition, enhance clairvoyance, and enhance creativity. Get yours now at www.neologicaltech.com.